Right here are our ewes. They're tunis, and we have our Jacob ewe lamb back there. We have 8 ewes pregnant. They are due in a couple days through the next 4 weeks. So we have 8 girls pregnant. 7 of them are due in the first 2 weeks, and then 1 is due 2 weeks later. Right now, how we monitor how close they are to giving birth, we look at their rear ends. And if you notice, a lot of these girls, they're puffy and swollen around their vulva area. And that's what you're going to look for when you're checking to see when they're due, how close to lambing they're due, or they are. Another thing is their udders, their bags, will fill up with milk, the colostrum, and just their milk ducts will fill out. This girl right here in front of us, she's due in about 2 weeks. This is Izzy. It's also her second lambing, so you can see her udder is not very big yet, but she's getting puffy. And this part right here, this is her tail. Tunis are a fat-tailed sheep, so their tails are going to be a little wider than some of your other breeds. This girl here, Coco, she is due in a couple days. So you can see her udder is a lot more firm and it looks tighter. And if I touch it, you can see it's not super soft. There's a lot of substance there. And in the next day or so, she's going to be drinking a lot of water so that her udder will swell even more, and sometimes they even get a little shiny because they're engorged with milk and colostrum. Another thing that happens is, and this girl, this is Fiona, she has about 10 days left. So, but as their udder fills out and gets tighter, their teeth will also become taut and look engorged. And another thing is, like I said with Izzy, she's only on her second lambing, so her udder is still not very developed. And I believe she had a single last year. But some of our older girls, like this is Annie here, and she's 10, her udder just looks more loose. And that's simply because she's older, she's had more lambs, and her udder's been in use a lot more. One other thing that I see a lot of questions about is sometimes the back end will appear more pink or red. Sometimes, especially with Coco, I've noticed she gets darker right in this area and on either side, right there. Sometimes she seems to get some puffiness and right at the opening of her vulva there. Right now it's not too bad, but sometimes it'll kind of look almost like a water blister, like really bubbly and swollen. And from what I've researched and heard from vets, it seems to be just a fluid buildup, simple edema that's not usually an issue. I would always suggest checking it out with your vet if you have one, just to be sure. But often there's swelling and different coloration to the back end and the vulva. And we've shorn already, but sometimes when we don't shear before lambing. We crotch the sheep. So that's when you shear a band around their legs so that lambs can get to their udder from either side. And so you can also see their back end so you can assist and just monitor their progress. Some of our girls, Coco has a bit of a short tail there. Some of our other girls have longer tails. I like them to, when I dock, to cover all the bare skin. So what I just do is move the tail around and see. And you can see that, who is this? This is Annie. You can see that Annie is a little puffy there. She is getting a good udder. And then here's one of our yearlings, Kathleen, who was born last year. And you can just see in contrast, there's no swelling, no udder development at all. Everything is nice and tight and firm. This is Bertha. She's due in about a week. And you can see she also swollen. She has, trying to focus there. Sometimes the vulva comes down a little bit, and it's from the extra fluid. So I hope that helped. And please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.